Very good morning. Welcome to my class, Introduction to Simulation. This is model number 1. Today we are going to discuss about the advantages of simulation and disadvantages of simulation and areas of application. So advantages of simulation. So we have both the things. One is advantages as well as disadvantages of using the simulation concept, because the simulation results will be very difficult to interpret. We already know that. So we'll see one by one that advantages of simulation. First thing, new policies and operating procedures and decision rules, information flow. This can be explored without interrupting the ongoing operations of the real system. So the simulation can come to know the intuitive of the behavior of the real system in all aspects. So whatever all the operations will be going as accordingly, without interrupting with each other, without affecting with each other, it will be going as it is. So this is one of the main advantage of simulation concept. And new hardware designs, physical layouts and transportation system can be tested without committing resources for their acquisition. Here so we can test after knowing the behavior of the existing system or our new design process. We can keep it for testing, so that we can get the clarity about the resources of which we are going to design, which we are going to process a new design. And without committing any resources, so it can work it off. So this is one of the major advantage. And hypothesis about how or why certain phenomena occur can be tested for feasibility, and time can be compressed or expanded, allowing for a speed up or slow down for the phenomena under investigation. For example, when we cross to the traffic signal, so then we can apply the one of the modeling technique called mathematical equations, so that we can easily identify based on the signals, traffic signals. We can easily identified whether that vehicle can be how where it is coming from, where it is going to end. So these kind of things we can come to know by using the mathematical derivations, so that we can easily find out the times can be compressed or expanded, allowing for a speed up or slow down process based on the green signal or red signal, how speed the vehicle came from the source, and how when it is going to reach the destinations. And if simultaneously if another vehicle is coming also, what is the proper phenomena between these between two vehicles. Everything we can calculate by using the simulation concept. But the simulation results will be very difficult to interpret. Insight can be obtained about the interaction of the variables, and the variables is the most significant part in the simulation concept. And the insight can be obtained about the importance of variables to the performance of the system. And here we are going to use the bottleneck analysis. This can be performed the work in progress, information materials and so on, where it is being excessively delayed. A simulation study can help in understanding how the system operates rather than how individual think the system operates. Because here we are what are the possibilities, what are the information gathering of informations, everything we can collect it from first sight itself, so that we can easily provide the resources for the new design process. And first of all we are going to analyze the problem formulation, and afterwards we can come for the overall project plan, whether this may work out or not. Everything we can easily analyze by the step-by-step process. And here the main most significant one is what if questions. So this is very helpful in the designing of the new systems. If any problems, or if any problems if you are not going to solve also, if what if questions can be answered, this is very helpful in designing a actual designs of our process. So this is one of the main advantage. And these are the areas of applications. We'll see one by one. Manufacturing applications, it's a continuous manufacturing one that we'll see in forthcoming classes. And when simulation is an appropriate tool, this is one of the continuation from that part. So this can be used to experiment with new designs or policies prior to implementation, so as to prepare for what may happen. This we already saw in the previous slides. And when it is not an appropriate tool, now we'll see the system modeling and simulation. So system is nothing but it can affect system environment is like it can affect the changes what we have made, and here there is no estimated solutions. Simulations is not applicable, and there is no enough time or people which is not if it is not there, then simulation is we can't apply. And if system behavior is too complex or cannot be defined, simulation is not an appropriate one. And this is the system modeling and simulation concepts.